Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, June 8th, going all the way until Sunday, June 14th. This can be for any kind of a soul connection that you feel with another person. Maybe it's twin flame, soulmate. Maybe you have no idea. It's okay. We're just going to be focusing on the energies. We're going to be saying phrases such as you and them. Or this person. So we're going to be focusing on both energies today. I am using a bunch of different decks. I felt like giving love to some of the decks that I just have not been reaching for lately, as well as some new decks that I just received from fans. And so I did not feel guided or called to use any of the decks that I normally use, such as my own. So as usual, as I shuffle each deck, I'll let you guys know what they are, and I will list everything down below. Now, today's Organite is a new one for me. I have a bunch of nudes already from Michele from Wing and Bell, but this one is called Lady Portia. And so this just has a lot of beautiful, just different herbs and just all kinds of goodies in there. So if you guys get a chance, be sure to check her out. Now, this particular tablecloth, this is the Maleficent tablecloth here. Well, it's not a tablecloth, it's fabric. Anyways, I get most of my fabrics from Joann's craft store. And so it's usually around Halloween that they sell these things. And so I went ahead and picked up a few different ones last year, which were really neat. And I just love it. And I just have this box, and I get my boxes from Michael's, actually, you guys. And so rather than having a bunch of different boxes, I just decided that I'm just going to take the fabrics and wrap them around, so that way it gives it a little bit of a different look. So anyways, I hope that you guys like this and think that it's cute. There's a few cat hairs on here. I hope you don't mind. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this connection this week. Now, I do tend to channel for those that are in separation or challenge. So if it's not your story, no worries. Just as usual, take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on the energies, basically of your person and then you, and just see where things are at. So this is a new deck for me that was sent to me by a fan. If you're watching, thank you so much. This is called the Fallen Angels Oracle. So that's just very, very neat. So we're going to go ahead and combine this one with a deck that I picked up. It's just a deck that I wanted. It's called the Occult Tarot. It's kind of dark, but it's like a regular tarot deck. So you can use it however you want to. So let's do this. What is your person? We're going to break it down into 4 different categories. What your person is facing, experiencing, going through at this particular time in their life. So we're going to set it up. What are they currently focusing on? What are they thinking about? What are their thoughts consumed by? We have celebration. What about their emotions? How are they affected emotionally? We have harmony. So immediately we have some very beautiful energies coming through. All right, what about their physical world? What's going on in their physical reality, or maybe in the form of other people, how it's being influenced? We have quiet strength. And what is going on with them, like as far as their higher self is concerned? This would be like their spiritual side, their inner knowingness, their higher self. We have moderation. So those are some really beautiful energies for this person. So I'm just going to put these aside. I'm actually going to move these over so we can see them, and we're going to clarify with some tarot. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's still not in the camera view. Hold on for a second. This camera angle is a little off. Perfect. So this deck is much deeper than I'm using it, but on camera, I'm just not really going to get into it this deep because that would require me going into the book. But there is all these different names of these fallen angels, and so the book is quite detailed. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. So mentally, they're maybe doing some sort of celebration. Maybe they are celebrating some aspect of themselves. Maybe they have hit some sort of milestone. But let's clarify with some tarot, which may give us another viewpoint here. We have the 3 of Pentacles. This could be work related, you guys. Now, this deck is also very detailed. Ouroboros. Answers questions about the past, present, and future, gives dignities, grants the favor of friends and foes, a faithful servant. So, there's some additional information on these cards. I'm not really going to use it today, but I just wanted to show you guys that these decks are much deeper than I'm going to use them. But anyways, Three of Pentacles is a work-related card. This is about working with other people. I feel like your person right now is really focused on perhaps maybe celebrating themselves in the workplace. Maybe they're experiencing some sort of like an achievement, maybe even a reward. So things seem to be going well in the workplace, which is nice. Working well with other people, celebrating, even having a good time. So voile, harmony, this is in their heart space. So of course this could be creating a lot of harmony in the heart space because things are going so well in their mental world. But we have the devil, Moloch. Look at this. Harmony, the devil. I kind of feel, and I did get this energy, I feel like either it was last week or it was in the twin flame reading, that somebody almost in a way, and this is just a metaphor, has a devil and an angel on their shoulder. Okay, so deep in their heart space, it might be that they're still kind of battling something. They're battling an addiction. They're battling some kind of dependency on something or some sort of a behavior that's not the best. Like they're like some sort of a dark side. They're still not opening themselves 100% to their shadow, dealing with it, transmuting that energy. So I feel like it might be wrecking some sort of harmony in their heart space. Mentally, it does look like they're doing really well, but in their emotions, I feel like they could have their good days and their bad days. Some days they're kind of still drawn in or kind of sucked in by something that might not be good for them, but they really do seek harmony from this devil's energy. So they might be working on it. So now this comes through with the quiet strength. So in their environment, we have quiet strength. So they might be trying to obtain strength, or they might be trying to work on themselves, but they're doing it quietly. Maybe a lot of people don't know that they're maybe working on themselves or that they're going within. Maybe they're staying quiet, not really speaking too much, really not having a lot of conversations. They're just kind of observing and listening. I'm getting that too. We have the Three of Swords. That's very interesting. So they get 2 3s so far. So Three of Swords is a very painful energy. It's heartbreak, it's sadness, it's definitely pain. So quiet strength. I feel like they're trying to quietly transform or transmute any kind of negative energy in their life. And they're just kind of working through. They're showing up to work. They're still doing what they need to do. They're still handling their responsibilities, but deep down inside, it seems to be like there's something that is got a hold of them that they're trying to work out. So they're obtaining strength, but they're doing it in a very quiet, very methodical type of way. It's almost like this person might be doing a lot of meditation. They might be requiring a lot of quiet time away from other people in order to resume their strength. They might somewhat be detaching, like they're having a good time here, but they might still be battling something. And so they're choosing to go off on their own and tap into source or tap into themselves, their higher selves, in order for them to get through whatever pain they're battling at this time. Very interesting energy. And now we have moderation. So this is their soul. This is their higher self, taking things in moderation. Again, I don't feel like they are depriving themselves of any kind of joy and happiness, but it's almost like they're afraid that if they let themselves go, it's like they're going to let themselves go to the dark side. So this person is trying to balance out who they are, because perhaps in the past they have made a lot of mistakes because they have let themselves just go, or they've allowed themselves to get sucked in to certain just desires. And they're really trying to do things differently now. All right, so what does this moderation have to do with? 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're really working hard. They're really working hard now to do things in moderation. They want to do things differently. They want to have a different experience in either their work life or their personal life. I feel like right now, though, they're finding a lot of strength in their professional life, their career, And that seems to be kind of keeping their head above water because of this Three of Swords and Devil's energy. So I'm not sure that they're connecting with anybody on a very deep level except for themselves, because they are trying to get through or past some sort of shadow or pain. But they are working on moderating, or they're working on taking things in stride and taking things in moderation instead of going off the deep end like they normally may do. So I feel like your person is looking to improve themselves and to have more peace in their lives, to experience more harmony. That's what I'm getting here. So that is their energy this week. So let's take a look and see, what is your energy this week? We're going to use the same cards, but we're going to use a different tarot deck. This tarot deck is from the same creator as the occult tarot. It's called the Angel Tarot. Okay, so what's going on in your mental energy this week? We have completion. So if you guys have been experiencing any kind of major shifts, and some of these major shifts can be quite painful. Any kind of pain, any kind of sadness, any kind of purging that you've been through, this is to help you to complete some sort of cycle within yourself. So that could be something that you're really thinking about or something that's got you down. This is in your emotions. We have new chapter. So I like to see completion and then right afterwards a new chapter. So that way your heart can either move on or your heart can open up a new chapter. It's definitely healing. And your physical space or your outer world, we have friendship. That's beautiful. So this could be about making new friends, making new connections, maybe spending time with friends and family. What about your higher self, your spiritual side? And we have travel. Wow. So this doesn't actually have to mean a physical travel, but this could just be traveling beyond spaces in your mind that maybe you've been stuck in. So let's go ahead and clarify with tarot. Bless you, whoever that was. One of the cats sneezed. Okay. What is this completion energy about? Completion. Nine of Wands. Something that you've really been battling with. I mean, look at that angel. She's got some blood on her. It looks, well, maybe it's not blood, but it kind of looks bloody to me. But the Nine of Wands is definitely a card of perseverance, like hanging in there. You've been through something. You've been through the ringer. You've been on a journey for quite some time. You've been battling something, and it's finally come to a completion of the cycle. The next card would be the Ten of Wands, which means that we're ready to let a burden go. So I feel like you guys have been maybe carrying a mental burden or carrying some energy around that it just wasn't really serving you, thinking about it or processing it in that way. And so something may have happened or something may have come up in order for you to clear this. And it could have definitely been a painful releasing, but you released it nonetheless. So if this hasn't happened yet, I feel like this could possibly be happening this week. A lot of planets are in retrograde right now, and so that could have something to do with what we got. Venus, we have Saturn, we also have Jupiter. So when planets are in retrograde like this, I don't know if I said reverse, I meant retrograde, then that just means like a lot of stuff is going to come up because it's giving us an opportunity to purge these things and to really face something. So that could be a lot of mental things going on for you this week where you're really heavily stressed or feeling just like, oh man, this is just really tough. But it's in order to get you to a point to where you can release it. So then this brings us to the heart space, which is a new chapter. We have the Page of Pentacles. I like this a lot because the Page of Pentacles is about looking at something in a whole new way. Not in this particular card, but in traditional tarot, we have a almost like a young person that is looking at that pentacle and they're examining it and they're kind of seeing what they want to do with this pentacle. So I do feel like whatever you guys have gone through or are currently going through, you guys are finding a new way to look at this situation, to apply this to your life, for the better. How can I take this and plant this in a whole new way? So there's a new energy coming from a resolution of old energy. So it's a definitely transformative energy this week. I like that a lot. So now we have friendship. I don't know why I'm saying this a lot today. I like that a lot. I don't know. There's just certain phrases that I say over and over again where I'm just like, stop saying that. Shut up. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, friendship. It could be that some of you guys are dealing with a King of Wands. Literally, there could be somebody named Daniel in your life. Okay, so this is a name that I can actually pronounce on these cards. Yeah, or this could maybe even be your person. So it could be that you guys are experiencing some sort of a friendship with your person. You guys are maybe speaking, having communication in the physical world. They're coming to you with maybe some sort of a communication, or you're reaching out to them. But whatever this is, it's definitely a beautiful energy, because this just means it's very friendly. The King of Wands is a very action-oriented king. He actually creates things. He does things with this energy. He doesn't just sit there and think, he does. So this could, of course, be you, your energy, as in you're really wanting to move forward. You're really wanting to make new contacts, make new friends, make new connections, and you're making that happen this week. So it's a really positive energy. And then your soul's energy and your higher self is travel, which means moving forward. Anything that was stagnant, you're wanting to stir things up. You're wanting to move forward this week. So that's not a bad energy at all. And we have the Six of Swords, which is a card of travel, you guys. I can't believe it. It's a card of movement forward. So something is definitely transitioning from old energy to new energy. Anything that was stagnant or stuck, it's moving ahead this week. Any kind of energies where you have just felt like, you know what, you just have felt kind of down, this is shifting this week. You're seeing things in a whole new light. So whether it's connected to your person or not, I see for you individually, it's a really positive energy this week. So expect things to get stirred up, and it might get worse before it gets better, but welcome it and transition it. I like that a lot. Okay. So now we're going to move into, how does your person see, think, and feel you? So we're going to go into this Messenger Oracle, as well as the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which I haven't used in forever, and I love these decks. These are both from the same creator. Her name is Raven Felon, I think. I think that's how you say her name, Raven. I'm sorry, Raven Felon, or Felon. Okay. So how does your person see, think, and feel you? What do I mean by that? When this person, how they're seeing you, it could be that this is how they see you in the world right now. This is how their mental picture might look like, what it might look like to them. This could be their lasting impression of you as well, especially if you guys haven't seen each other. This could be maybe even how they're seeing you online, if there's a social media connection. How does your person see you at this time? Oops. Make the sacrifice, okay? How does your person think you? So when they're thinking about you, what does this mental picture feel like? We have embraced the dark. And what about, how do they feel when they feel your energy? What does this feel like? We have be patient. So let's clarify some of this energy and see what this is about. Make this, okay, this one wants to pop up immediately, so we're going to take it. Okay, look at this, you guys. We have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is a card of a painful ending. We did earlier get some energies in regards to your person that had to do with the Three of Swords and even the Devil's energy. So that, of course, could be connected to you. This could be old pain that your person is processing that's connected to you, because we have make the sacrifice. I almost feel like your person sacrificed your connection. So they see that they've made some sort of sacrifice. They've sacrificed your heart, and it's definitely been painful. And that's the only reason that I'm saying that. If I saw another card there, I wouldn't really be saying that they've sacrificed you, but the Ten of Swords is pretty damn painful. I feel like your person may have ended this connection with you. You could have even ended the connection with them, but a sacrifice needed to be made in their mind, perhaps. So when they see you, they see that something is over because of some sort of sacrifice. They've sacrificed this connection. They made a decision that ended this connection. And so they see it as something that they did, or something that you had to do. So it's like they're seeing the facts. They're seeing things as clear as day. It's over now. You guys are no longer connected. And I definitely get pain that is associated with that. So that's how they're seeing you today, is that it's over, that you're not in their life. And I sense some sort of pain that is connected to that. Now we have embraced the dark. So it causes them to think about darkness. We just got that dark energy. So they go into their shadow side. It forces them to have to face something within themselves. Maybe why they ended things with you, or why they sacrificed this connection. Maybe even why they hurt you if there has been some sort of pain here, or deception or betrayal. 3 of Swords energy. Yeah, look at that. Definitely thinking about you. So I feel like your person in the dark is thinking about you. So when they're busy, okay, when they're busy in their physical world, 8 of Pentacles working, 3 of Pentacles hanging around other people, experiencing celebrations and peace and harmony and all those things, I do feel like in their darkest hour, they do think about this connection, and it's connected to some pain. I really feel like the Devil's energy, you guys, as well as that 3 of Swords, was about you. So when they're in the light and when they're feeling good, they're feeling great. But they have this dark side and they have this shadow side that they need to embrace, and you're a part of that. Look at this. Embrace the dark, embrace your shadow. So it's in the shadows where you are. You're in the shadows of their mind. You're in the corners of their mind, just kind of there. And they might try to put you out of their mind. They might try to not deal with this energy because it's not pleasant. It's not comfortable. But at the same time, it just keeps popping up. It literally keeps popping up because they have sacrificed you. They have sacrificed this connection. So it's like something that's haunting them is what I'm getting here. So now we have be patient. So when they feel your energy, they're not feeling like this is something that they can rush towards and fix. They're not seeing the situation as something that they may want to or can rectify today. So there's some amount of patience as in waiting for better timing. Yep, Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is I'm waiting for some clarity. Do you see that dragon here? Okay. Dragons are a couple of different things in different cultures. I see dragons as very powerful energies, strength, protection. But a lot of cultures see dragons as evil. And so that's why sometimes when I do readings, I'll use the term, let's face our dragons, let's face our fears, let's slay that dragon once and for all, right? So I am feeling, though, with this particular lineup, that this dragon is about fears for your person. This is the dragon that they need to slay within themselves. The Ace of Swords is a sword that is actually given from the divine, from the universe. Take that sword and do something with it. Take that sword and clear away anything that no longer serves you. Take that sword and avenge someone. I do feel like this person sacrificed you. They hurt you. They caused you a lot of pain. And this shadow is going to be with them until they clear this energy with you. So they're right now, they may have that sword. They may have gotten clarity on you. They may have gotten clarity on what they want to do, but they still may not feel like they have what it takes. They still may not feel like they have the power and the strength to face you. So they're just kind of letting it stay in the Ten of Swords energy for now. But this person is definitely thinking about you. Wow. All right, you guys. So let's see how you are seeing, thinking, and feeling them. How are you seeing, thinking, and feeling your person? Respect your boundaries. How you're thinking them and how you're feeling them. Focus and then act. All right, so respect your boundaries. The Child. Okay, so how you see your person, I mean, you could definitely see them as somebody who is growing, somebody who is like a child, and also somebody that perhaps did not respect your boundaries before. So I kind of feel like you guys are seeing this person in true form. You're seeing them grow. You're seeing that perhaps the person that they were in the past or the mistakes that they've made, it was because they were not mature enough. So it's almost like in some sort of a way, you accept that the fact that they maybe, it's not like they didn't know any better. It's that they did not have the tools, the proper tools to basically treat you with the respect that you deserved. So you're choosing to see them in a new light. And I feel like this is definitely connected to what just came up. This came up for you. Let me just get to it. You were choosing to see things in a whole new light. If I can find the damn cards. I don't know where it was, you guys, so I'm just going to put that down because it's just frustrating that I can't figure it out. But obviously, if you're still watching the reading from the very beginning, you do remember when the message came through about how you are choosing to see things in a whole new way. I believe it's the Page of Pentacles, where we're examining that pentacle and we're wanting to see like transition into a new chapter. I feel like this is it. You're choosing to see your person in a different way. This is actually helpful to you because what it does is it removes blame. It removes victimhood. It removes villainizing this person, because those types of energies, even though they can be helpful when you're trying to, heal in some sort of way, you're trying to put things into perspective, you're trying to maybe stay strong or maybe even stay away from this person. Those types of negative energies can sometimes be helpful, but the thing is they can grow out of control. They can start to take you over. At some point, you've got to heal. At some point, you've got to see this person for who they truly are. And who they truly are is that they're just like you. Okay? They're no different than you. We're all the same, but we're all operating with different tools. So you're choosing to see this person as somebody who may have not had the tools that maybe you had at the time and they didn't. So they may have treated you with disrespect. They may have hurt you. They may have pushed your boundaries. But also dealing with this person really helps you to respect your own boundaries. So they help you to change. They help you to grow as a person. So you're starting to see them perhaps as a blessing rather than a curse. And I always say this in my readings. That is a beautiful place to get. So now this brings us to loving without condition. So you might just, when you think about this person, you might just love them. I just love them. I just love this person. Maybe you don't even know why you love them, but you just do. And that is loving someone without condition. And it doesn't mean that you're going to allow them to disrespect you and basically do whatever the fuck they want and hurt you. No, that just means that you don't need anything from them. You just love this person. Maybe you just send this person unconditional love and healing all of the time. You just have a beautiful space in your heart with them in it. It's just amazing. Oh God, look at the card that came up with it. You just love this person. Oh my gosh, it's like your heart is just so open. Your heart is so light, connected to them. Okay, so, I really feel like your person needs this energy from you. I really do, because they are going through some pain. They're going through some darker energies connected to you. They're facing some sort of shadows. They're in a state of fear about you and this connection because of things that have happened. So in some sort of way, they need this love. They need this love in order to transform. I'm seeing the number 12 plus 1. That's 13. To me, that's death. There needs to be some sort of a death and transformation in this connection. And I'm getting here that in your heart, that holds the key. How you feel about them, how you hold how you hold their energy has a lot to do with this connection and the future of this connection. Okay? So now we have focus and then act. How you feel this person. How you feel this person's energy. Oh my gosh, I just said death and rebirth, right? So here it is. We have focus and then act. We do need to focus on the dark before we can bring it to the light and transform it and have a new rebirthed energy. You see? We have to face our fears. We have to face the darkness. It's the only way to the light. So this is a necessary journey. And you're seeing this, and you're also feeling this in your heart space, that this transformation is absolutely necessary in order for not only you to reach some sort of peace in this connection, but also your person. And I'm just going to throw it out there. And I know that people aren't going to like to hear something like this, but I've got to keep it real. Even if you and this person never see each other again, the transformation that's going to take place within yourselves about each other is going to be very healing, because you may have not been able to let them go, and they may not have been able to let you go. There's nothing worse than having someone's energy attached to you that's dark, that's heavy. So why not transmute it and have it be very loving and light? So you're having to face something within yourself, and your person's also having to face something within themselves too. And you guys are both aiming for the same destination, but you guys are going about it a little bit differently, and you're also on different levels of growth. But nonetheless, you guys definitely want peace. I can see that. And you, the person watching this video, like I said, you hold the key in the energy. When your energy is bright and light, this actually helps this person to transmute this darker energy. Okay? So you guys have made some sort of a pact with one another before you came here, some sort of a contract that you guys would help each other with this fear and with this negative energy or unforgiveness or pain or trauma. You guys have some sort of a connection where you guys are helping each other to heal and just rebirth energy. It's a really beautiful thing. So we go from the child and we transform from this younger energy into a more advanced energy through this connection. So there's a lot of ascension here that's connected to your person, and also them for you too. But there's some advancement here. The more that you can be in your heart center, there's more advancement for you in this connection, for the people that are watching the video. How amazing is that? So now let's take a look and see what is each person. I'm sorry, no, we're going to go into the connection. What is the connection currently? What are the connective energies? What's going on in this connection? We're going to go into the astrology reading cards, and this is a brand new deck that I just received from a viewer. You know who you are. Thank you so much. This is called the Star Tarot. The Star Tarot. It's a really amazing deck. So let's get into it. All right, you guys. So this is a deck that is comprised of 3 different categories. So we're going to take a card from each. We're going to take a planet card, a zodiac sign card, and a house card. Somebody's calling me. It's actually my daughter. She's texting. Okay, this is a house card. We have the 4th house, you guys. It says your home and the roots of your being. So there might be a lot of focus on our foundations, a lot of focus on the foundation of this connection, how we, like what foundation was laid in the past. So if it was a faulty foundation to begin with, it's kind of like this energy that perhaps there has needed to be some sort of an uprooting in order for things to get reestablished. So this could, of course, be very painful. It could be very, very painful. Okay, so we're going to get a planet card. We have Venus. Now, Venus is in retrograde right now, and I think that it's in retrograde until, I think, maybe the end of this month. I could be wrong. And we're going to now get a Zodiac card. Zodiac, let's see here. Zodiac, here we go. And we have Pisces. Okay, so Venus and Pisces in the 4th house. So we're going to go ahead and get some cards to clarify this energy. But what does Venus in retrograde mean? My sister, Queen of Light 1111, she posted something really cool. And so I actually screenshotted it because I wanted to refer to it if one of these planets in retrograde came up. So Venus being in retrograde, this talks about money and spending issues. It also talks about being more social and expressing affections and improving relationships. So this is a time that all those things may be a factor. These are giving us opportunity. Sorry, you guys, that's my daughter. And giving us an opportunity. My phone is off, but my iPad is still ringing. Let me turn that off. There we go. Yeah, so all those things might be a factor right now for both you and your person. So let's clarify with some tarot. I want to get 2 cards. Okay, so how is the 4th house being affected with your person? How is your person affected by the 4th house as far as the foundation of who they are and the foundation of this connection? Wow, you guys, we have the Lovers. This is also Gemini's energy. So this tells me here we are in Gemini season. So there could be definitely some sort of an energy where they're really, really connected to this connection. Okay, they're really thinking about what they want. They might even be thinking about how they felt like they were home when they were with you. They might have felt just this sense of belonging. I mean, and they're really connected to this energy. This is also, Gemini represents twins. So, I mean, this could literally be like they're feeling some sort of like just a crazy connection with you because you guys are twin flames. That's what I'm seeing here. There could also be other people as well, okay? You could have someone else, they could have somebody else, if that's the story. So there could be something that they're thinking about in terms of, you know, what decisions that they need to make in order for things to perhaps move towards this connection. So there could be challenges with that, or they're just thinking about this connection just in general. Wow. So what about you? How are you affected by this 4th house energy? Oh my gosh, you guys, we have the Tower. The Tower. I mean, this is like a major shakeup of this foundation. Literally. So you could be thinking how what you guys were building upon before, this could have been coming from an energy that there was a lot of fear, there was a lot of pain, and you want to shake that up. So I feel like you guys, the people that are watching this video, if you guys have been experiencing any kind of shakeup, any kind of energetic shakeup, such as, let's just say, certain thoughts or dreams or just anything that's causing you to just feel like out of sorts with this connection, this is happening for a reason, because this is getting you to, it's kind of getting you to shake away any old energy that just doesn't belong. So that way you can start fresh. And this is like this phoenix rising. So you can rise from the ashes. People have to sometimes fall apart in order to fall in place. So I feel that perhaps even at this particular time, the 4th house could be really shaken up. Something major could happen during this period of time, this Gemini season. That's what I'm getting here. Something could happen this Gemini season in the 4th house that affects your foundation, that affects your world very dramatically. You might be making some sort of choices, or they might be making some choices, and this could literally create major shifts and transitions in this connection. So there's some pretty major important stuff going on with 2 major cards in the 4th house like that. So then now this brings us to Venus. It says the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Well, let's see what your person's energy is connected to that, how they're being affected by that. We have the Emperor, another major card. So this could be a masculine person or the masculine energy in this connection, but this is somebody that wants to take charge or take control or responsibility of their destiny and their life. So again, this is about not only relationships, but this is also about, perhaps their finances and success. Definitely feel like they're experiencing a lot of energy that's connected to success because of the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles that they had. This is also about light and dark forces and balancing. We've got that white horse and that black horse. So it's like balancing the yin and yang within themselves, taking control of their lives, taking back control, sitting on their throne, creating their destiny. So I feel like your person right now is really experiencing some major shifts and transformations when it comes to what they want and what they desire in love, relationships, and just their life and money and success, like all of the above. What about you? With the Six of Swords, damn. I mean, this is about transitioning forward, moving forward. I feel like you already got this card. Let me just double check here. Somebody got the Six of Swords already. I thought it was you. I don't know why I didn't keep these in order, because now when I go back, it's like a mess. Yeah, Six of Swords. You got the Six of Swords. You got the Six of Swords with travel. So this is telling me here that you're wanting to transition out of any energy that is stuck or that just doesn't serve you. So you're wanting to move ahead. You're wanting to heal. You're wanting more tranquility in your life. So you're willing to give up anything that isn't in alignment with that. So I feel like you guys are kind of both on the same page when it comes to wanting to improve your lives and to better yourselves. I feel like you guys are definitely in alignment. You guys are mirroring each other in that aspect. So now we have Pisces. So we have this energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So Pisces is definitely a very sensitive energy. You could be finding that one day you love your person and the next day you're just kind of all over the place and out of sorts. So it's just constantly, kind of going back and forth with waves. But it's very deep. It's very connected. You guys could be really connected because it's ruled by Neptune. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is very dreamy. It also can involve a lot of 5D energy. So you could be dreaming about each other. You could be connected in those realms. So you guys are feeling this energy for sure. And what it's doing is it's creating change in your foundation. So if you're finding that your connection is mostly 5D at this point, I do feel like there's a lot of things that are actually taking place in the higher realms, but it is affecting how you operate as individuals in the 3D realm. So I feel like there's positive changes that are being made, even if you guys are not speaking, even if you guys are not seeing each other. Okay, so let's see how this affects your person. Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a card where we're, kind of taking a look at our lives and we're trying to figure out what we want. Where do we want to go next? What do we want to do? What do I want to do now that I am feeling in control of my life? What choices do I want to make in love and my career? So your person is really thinking about what they want. They're really thinking about their next move. What about you? And we have the Six of Pentacles. So we have a lot of sixes. We have 666. That is not evil. I don't want to hear it. But this is definitely an energy here of tranquility and peace and forward movement and harmony. Six of Pentacles is an equal exchange of give and take. So what you want, the person watching this video, is you just want equal energy. You just want like perfect balance. And it doesn't mean that you expect perfection, but you want something that's equal. So let's just say your person is not in that space to where they can move ahead with you right now, or where they can give you that offer, which we did see that they do have some issues with offering you something right now based out of fear. You're willing to just kind of sit in your own balanced energy instead of force something that someone is not ready for. But I feel like you and this person are definitely on your way to transitioning to better times, more peaceful times within yourselves, which may cause the both of you to make decisions about this connection later on. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy so far. I really like what I'm seeing here. So the fourth house, really thinking about the foundation of this connection, the both of you really connecting to it in a very loving, very psychic, very soft and compassionate and loving way. You guys are very connected in Venus with Piscean energy and feeling rooted together and feeling the connective energies and what you want. Somebody could be really drawing a lot of strength from this connection, even though you guys are not together. So they're drawing a lot of inspiration. They're drawing a lot of just feeling secure because of this love that they feel coming from their person. So if you're sending a lot of love to your person, like it was suggested before that you are, I feel like your person's definitely picking up on this energy and they're benefiting from it. And they might not even know where it's coming from, but it is coming from you. Yeah, it's definitely coming from you. So beautiful. All right, so let's move on, and we're going to now go into what is each person healing and working on towards ascension. What is each person working on and healing towards ascension? This is also another deck that was gifted to me by a lovely viewer. This is called the Mystical Dreamers Tarot, and this right here is called the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards. Okay, so what is your person currently working on right now and healing towards ascension? Balance will be restored. Soul fragments, you guys. So look at this. Your person is really working on restoring anything that is either broken or is fragmented. Anything that is just kind of, just not 100% balanced. They're working on bringing things into balance. So that's the major role right now for your person, working on whatever's fragmented, putting the pieces back together in their lives. Yep, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is somebody who's taken some time and they're kind of figuring out what they want to do. Kind of examining situations, what they've built up so far. Is that really what they want? Is what they've been working on, is that really what they want to continue to work on? It's that kind of energy. I'm so sorry for the glare. Unfortunately, I've got a window behind me and it's just putting a glare on the cards. But yeah, contemplation mode, taking a little bit of a break on the shore and just kind of figuring out what I want to do. So even though they might be really working hard in the material world, there's something that's missing for them and they're trying to figure out what that is. They're trying to put the pieces together. So that's a part of their ascension process, is to put these pieces together. Maybe to feel out of sorts, kind of fall apart before they can fall together. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, look at that. So the Ace of Pentacles is somebody who will take that seed and they will plant the seed. So once they figure out what they want, they will put the effort forward. They will plant something new. They will grow from this situation. They will do something, is what I'm getting here. So there is some sort of valuable coin that they are going to take from this healing, and they are going to, once they are balanced and restored, they are going to plant a new seed. And we have the Death card, look at that. And that's when they're going to have their major rebirth and transformation. Look at this. Death and transformation is on the horizon for your person. Whatever wisdom they obtain from feeling out of sorts, once they restore this energy within themselves and balance themselves, they are going to take that seed and they're going to plant a new seed, and it's going to be a new seed, you guys. This is not going to be an old seed. This is not going to be an old way of being. It's going to be completely new and transformed. So they've transmuted some sort of old energy anywhere where they're stuck, especially with you in this connection. It's like they are going to shed some sort of fears. They are going to change as a person. They are going to improve as a person. They are ascending from this whole situation. That is amazing energy. So let's take a look and see what areas are you either healing, working on towards ascension. Oh my gosh, we have sacred divinity. There are two paths ahead. Okay, so two paths ahead. Let's see what this has to do with. But immediately what I'm getting here is that this is always about free will, you guys. So we come into this life, we do have free will. Yes, Spirit pushes us towards our destiny, what we have carved out for ourselves, what we came here to do. But we do have free will to basically continuously do something different or go down a different path. So I feel like that's why it's saying there are two paths ahead. It's your choice. You have choices moving forward. You're not cursed unless you believe you are. You do have choices. Five of Cups. See, you can either look at things as just empty, sad. You can stay in the energy of missing someone. You can stay stuck in that sadness and that pain, or you can move forward and get out of that energy. You can remember this person and this connection for what you have shared, and you can perhaps just move forward in a whole new way. And if that path or your paths are meant to cross again, they will. But this is about moving ahead and getting out of that stuck Five of Cups energy. The Five of Cups actually serves no one. You know, you can see these people, they're really praying for a change. But guess what? You have to make choices. You have to make choices to change your life. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, which I'm seeing the person that's watching this video doesn't want to be in that energy anymore. You're actually transitioning out of that energy. Continue to do that. Continue to put one foot in front of the other. Just because you go down a different path in your person and there may be some separation or even continued separation, when you guys are meant to cross paths again, you guys will go towards that Six of Cups, which is the reunion card. Okay? So take what you can from this connection, take the wisdom, take the lessons, take the love, and just move ahead. And we have Three of Swords. Yeah. The Three of Swords, you guys, doesn't belong here. Your person had the Three of Swords and now you have it. You guys both have it. You guys are both aware that there has been a sadness, like there's been a heartbreaking situation. This person could have really, really hurt you. Okay? And they're very aware of this. They're aware that they have hurt you. They're aware too that you may have had to choose another path. It's not that you had no choice, but you may have chosen another path away from this person because they either couldn't offer you what you were looking for, or they just couldn't provide that happiness, or they hurt you so bad that you could never trust them again. So you went in another direction. And that right there is a choice. It's a choice that maybe you have made, or maybe it's a choice that you're wanting to make. You no longer want to hold on to the pain of this connection. You want to break this cycle. And so you have choices moving ahead. So you may not want to choose this connection anymore. And some people do say that in the comments, which I can completely respect. I don't want this connection anymore. And what I get from that is that's good, because that means that you're willing to grow and you're willing to move beyond any attached energy that you have connected to this person. So that's never a bad thing when you're choosing to be happy on your own. We definitely never want to put our eggs into one person's basket and expect them to create our happiness. So if you're in that energy where you're waiting for this person to come back, you're waiting for this person to fulfill all of your happiness, that could be a trap. It's definitely not something that you want to wait for. You want to get on with living your own life in the meantime. And if they do come back into your life, it's at the correct time. But waiting around for it and praying for it to happen isn't going to speed it up. And we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I definitely am seeing this for some of you. You guys may go into another direction towards a different Ten of Cups that may not include this person. But I'm also getting that as you continue to move ahead, you may find that you and this person end up later on, and you guys are both ready for that Ten of Cups. But it's after all of this pain, it's after letting go, that there will be perhaps some sort of a path ahead where you guys will meet once again. So in the meantime, it's about letting go. It's about not expecting that to happen, but being pleasantly surprised if it does. So that is a part of your healing and ascension. Go towards your own Ten of Cups. Try not to wait on this person in order to build it. Build it now on your own. If they meet you there later, fantastic. And if they don't, you could be experiencing a different type of Ten of Cups. Just be open to love. Just be open to happiness in this lifetime. Don't put all of your eggs into this person's basket. And that looks like a freaking egg to me. It just does. It looks like a freaking egg. Okay? So that is your energy for ascension and healing. So now let's take a look and get the energies of what are their hidden desires and their messages for you. What are their hidden desires? And we're just going to basically take a look at their perspective, not yours, because you already know what your energies are really towards them. So we're just going to focus on them. What are their hidden desires for you? What are their hidden desires? What are they feeling and thinking about you? What do they want secretly? Maybe something that they haven't ever expressed to you, something that maybe they just keep hidden even from other people. Maybe something that you don't see, something that you don't realize that this person, wow, hold on, you guys, I just dropped all the cards. I apologize. Let me get them. Damn it. It's going to give me a second. Shoot. And just keep moving the camera too. Give me a sec. Here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so some cards might be reversed and they're not supposed to be, but it is what it is. Okay. So what is your person's energy, their hidden desires and messages for you? What do they hide deeply within themselves when it comes to you and this connection? Maybe what are they afraid of? What are they afraid of expressing to you? This right here is called Healers of the Earth Oracle. And then we're going to combine this deck with the Moon Child Tarot. Okay. So we're going to grab these first. What is this person's hidden desires for you? What have they hidden deep down within themselves? We have Don't Forget Your Umbrella. I'm going to get 5 cards. Braving the storm. So there's something about rain. There's some kind of rainy energy here that's connected to you. So this tells me sadness and tears. We have Magic Beanstalk. We have Ocean of Love. And we have Bottled Up. Interesting energies. So let's clarify. So I'm just going to move these cards over so we can see them all. Who's down here? Who's sniffing? Are you sneezing? Okay, so don't forget your umbrella. Don't forget your umbrella. We have foresight, preparedness, contingency plan. What I'm getting here, you guys, is that your person, what you may not know, what their hidden desires are for you, is that they actually have a plan that they are putting together when it comes to facing you in this connection. I'm kind of getting that because I know that they want to. I know that they want to resolve this with you, but they do have a lot of fear that is connected to doing this. So that tells me here that what you don't know is that they actually are trying to prepare themselves of what maybe facing you or reaching out to you will look like. And maybe you don't know that. So let's clarify this. Look, see, the 3 of Swords is following us around in this reading. And for some reason, I cannot hold on to cards. I'm Butterfingers. Give me a sec. Damn it. Just one of those days, you know, you just can't hold on to cards. Okay. 3 of Swords is following you guys around for a reason. There's pain. There could have been a betrayal. So this is something that causes your person a lot of anxiety and stress when it comes to facing you once again, because a 3 of Swords is lingering around. There's still this pain. There's still this sadness. There's still this feeling of, oh my gosh, you know, this is something that either I did or there's just some kind of energy here. So they're trying to figure out a way to rectify this. They're trying to figure out a way to either apologize for that. So it's going to take some effort and planning on their part. They may just not be able to just call you up or send you a message real quick. It does take some planning and being prepared perhaps for a not so pleasant response from you. Yeah. So now we have Braving the Storm, facing difficulties, finding courage and fortitude. So do you see? Your person is having a really difficult time finding the courage to face you, trying to brave this storm. So let's get a card connected to this. We have the Hierophant's energy. The Hierophant is about what we believe. It's also about acting with integrity. I do feel like this person does want to apologize to you, and they do want to act with more integrity. They want to do what's right. The Hierophant to me is about doing what's right. So they know that deep down inside, they do know what they do need to do what's right, but that's difficult for them because that causes them to have to put aside their ego. And putting aside the ego and just doing what's right, it's difficult. And I feel like they're needing to brave that storm. So you may not know how difficult it is that your person is having a hard time facing you or coming up with the courage to apologize to you. That's what I'm getting from this. Magic Beanstalk, ascension, elevation, and reaching new heights. So that's beautiful because we do know that your person is right now working out their fragmented pieces. They're putting the pieces together in order to strengthen themselves to move ahead. So this is being worked upon right now. So you may not know this, that your person is working towards a better future, being a better person. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. But the thing is, it's like they're back and forth. They're back and forth with this energy. Maybe certain times or certain days, they've decided that they're going to do something, and then something happens, and then they decide, and they drop the ball. It's like this back and forth energy. I feel like they're still struggling with that devil and angel energy on their shoulder. They're struggling in between their dark and their light. They haven't found that balance yet. And that makes sense to me because we just got this card that talked about soul fragments. Balance will be restored. It's not restored yet. They're still back and forth with their energy. So that's something that they're struggling with still, to ascend, to get to this level of being able to do what's right. We do have Ocean of Love. This person has a lot of deep love, caring, and emotional support that they send you, but also that they feel from you. That's why you guys had the Piscean energy. Look at these two fish, these mer people. That's fish. You guys are in this ocean of love together. You guys really feel each other's energy through water. I don't know why I'm getting that, but you do. You're really feeling each other's energy through water. Water connects the two of you. Don't know why. You guys could have some sort of a past life energy, in Atlantis or some other watery type of people. I don't know all those things. I'm not going to pretend to know, but there's some kind of water connection between the two of you. You guys may live by the ocean, or you guys spent a lot of time in the ocean. We have Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's very equal energy. They give to you, you give to them. So even though you guys might not be together in the physical world, you guys are certainly exchanging energies. You get energy from them, they get energy from you. So if you suddenly feel loving towards them, or you feel a certain way, that has a lot to do with their energy, and you may not know that. This person also wants to give something to you. They want to offer themselves to you. They want to offer you something very balanced and something different than they offered you before. But now they are repressed. They are bottled up. They want to release something. They want change. They want resolution. But they feel like they can't obtain that right now. Yeah, Seven of Cups, it's just a pipe dream. It's just a fantasy at this point. They're very confused. They don't know how to make that happen. They're procrastinating like hell. They know what they need to do, but they keep putting it off because they can't deal with it. They can't handle it. They can't handle if it doesn't go a certain way. So they're trying to balance out their energies and get to a good place. So that way, if they do come towards you, they don't expect a damn thing. It's just literally coming from a place of unconditional love. And it's funny because that's the energy that you're at with them. You're trying to get to a place where no matter what, it doesn't matter what the outcome is. You just simply are in an energy of love. So you guys are actually both on the same trajectory. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's coming to me. It's just that you guys don't really know that about one another. So you guys are both on the same path, but it's a little bit different. And you guys are at different stages. But you guys are totally mirroring one another is what I'm seeing in this reading. That's crazy. So let's now take a look and see what are the energies, maybe even objects or signs that you guys are both experiencing in the form of like just what you guys see or hear or feel in the environment that remind you of each other. I just felt guided to do this. So we're going to go into the dream reading cards. The dream oracle cards, as well as the earth magic cards. So what kind of energies connect the two of you right now? What kind of sparks your connection when you guys see, hear, maybe even taste something, smell even? This is just about your senses and what connects your energies, what reminds you of one another. Okay, so let's get a card. Okay, so we have Island Solitude. Okay, so it may be that when you guys spend that time alone, not together, by yourselves, because I actually got that your person really connects to your energy when they're in the dark. when they're facing their shadows, when they're embracing their shadows, they are connecting to you. And they have to connect to you there because that's where your connection perhaps is stuck. It's stuck in a shadow. It's stuck in the past. It has not been able to transition in perhaps the 3D world to any different location. It's kind of like being stranded on an island. So you guys are both in this energy where you're not together. I am definitely seeing that here. But somebody could really be connecting to, you guys are connecting to each other when you guys are on this island. Your own private island is what I'm getting here. Your own private island. Now, this could be a private island that you visit in your dreams, in meditation. You guys are meeting here, is what I'm seeing here. This is where you guys connect, is on this island. We have car. Get into the driver's seat of your life. What this tells me here is that coming together into this island is kind of like a way to where you guys can somewhat be in control. Because I feel like in the 3D world, neither one of you feel like you're in control. And so you feel kind of like just, you're not in control of the connection. You're not in control of what's happening. You feel somewhat out of control. So you just kind of stop driving the car because it's kind of like an aimless direction. So you choose to be in a state of solitude. You choose to be in separation with your person. But we have car. So there could be a car, a specific car that you see or that they see that reminds you of each other. Okay? So if you see a certain brand of car and you always see this car over and over again, that's just like some kind of a reminder of you. This is both ways. It's not just one. This is for both of you. There could be that. There could also be like a vacation or a place that you guys went to that also keeps coming up and also keeps reminding you guys of each other. But the message here is, it says, get into the driver's seat of your life. This is about making something happen. Nothing is going to change in this connection unless somebody gets in that car and does something different. And this isn't telling the person watching the video to reach out to your partner unless that's what you're feeling guided or that's what you feel the message is. I feel more or less that perhaps maybe you, person watching this video, maybe you have already reached out, maybe you've done a lot already and you feel like this person needs to make the next move. I am getting that more than anything. They need to get into the driver's seat of their life and come towards you and create this change. And they're having a hell of a time doing it because they might feel more peace. They might feel safe on that private island of solitude. But nothing's going to change unless they get in that car or get off of that island and actually get in a car and drive on some roads and make certain things happen. So I feel like they are back and forth with this energy. There's some days that they feel like they want to do this, and there's other days where they feel like they don't want to do that. Oh, let's get one of these. We have childhood. You guys may know each other from childhood, or this is the soul connection. This is like a 6 of Cups card to me. It's just that unconditional love that you feel with this person because you guys are connected on such a deep soul level. Okay. But this is also memories to me. So you guys are also connected by memories. We also have the dog. There could be somebody that has a dog. You have a dog. Maybe there's a certain type of a dog, or maybe somebody's dog's name or something like that connects the two of you. But this is about being your own best friend. I did feel this for your person especially, and of course this could be what you're going through too, but somebody is really wanting to spend some time by themselves and really get to know themselves on a deep level. Really have some happiness and joy. I did feel that with your person. So that could also be connecting the two of you. Memories, maybe even thinking about a dog. Maybe there's a dog that connects the two of you in the past. But this is about also being your own best friend. And when you're your own best friend and you're able to supply your own happiness, then you know what you want moving forward with other people. If you know how to make yourself happy, then you don't necessarily need anybody else to make you happy, but you choose that you would like to be around other people to add something to your life. You know? So it's kind of that. What else? We have rain. So the rain, you guys, came up with your person's desires connected to you. There were 2 cards that indicated rain. Now we have it again. So there could be some sort of rainy weather that reminds you of each other. There could have been a specific rainy time recently, and this really helped to purify things. Somebody could have literally been in rain and really been thinking about this connection and really sat outside and let it just kind of purge and clarify and just clear their energy up. We have alien. So alien is about just feeling like something is just so different. It's so unique. It's something that's just completely out of this world. It says, accept that you are unrepeatable, spectacular, and a phenomenon. I feel like the water connects you and your person. I got it not only through Pisces energy, but those oceans of love, as well as the 3 cards now that indicate rain. There's something about water that connects you and your person from some other planet. I know that's going to sound bizarre, but you guys could literally be, consider yourselves a certain type of, just from another world. And you guys connect with this energy, and this is how you connect with one another. So there is a special connection that you guys share, but it's from out of this world. It's not earthly. If that makes sense. It's not earthly. Okay. We have wind. So now we have things that get stirred up, things that activate, things that move. And we have house and home. You know what, you guys? What was the one thing that came up in your connection? The 4th house, which was the home and foundation. Now we have the house and home. Whoa. Come home to the residence of your soul resonance. Oh my gosh. Things are getting stirred up in this connection right now in order to bring the 2 of you back home. Okay. And whether that's together or not, I'm getting it doesn't matter, because you guys are very connected in this higher realm. You guys are always connected. You guys are always together. There's that energy that just is there, and it's from this different world. But this is about coming home, feeling home in each other's presence, feeling that energy of belonging. So remember, the tower, you guys, is getting shaking things up. It's shaking things up in this foundation to create some sort of change, to come home towards one another. All right. Last message of the energies that connect the 2 of you, or that remind you of each other. We have full moon. Okay. So there could be a full moon, or around the full moon every single month, that you guys literally really feel each other's energy quite strong. But this full moon could bring upon some hard energies, as in these are things that you guys need to let go of when it comes to each other. Old pain. The 3 of Swords was huge in this reading. Huge. This is about letting go of that 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords doesn't belong in this. It doesn't belong in this connection. It might be what you experienced, yes, in this 3D world, but your connection is so far beyond this 3D world. It doesn't belong in your energy field any longer. Get rid of it. Let it go. Heal it. Transmute it. Complete this freaking cycle. So each full moon reminds you of what you need to let go of, the pain that you need to let go of connected to this person. Wow. Explore your sacred root system, family. So not only are you guys from the same, I know I sound funny saying it, but the same planet, this other world. You guys are a part of the same soul family, soul group. You guys came here together, connected to also other individuals to complete these cycles that you could only complete here on Earth. You chose Earth as your school to complete these cycles. Something about Earth, it was like the frickin' Harvard of education. I don't know. You know what I mean? But here, you're really able to complete these negative cycles because the energies are so intense here. the shadow work that is done here is very, I don't want to say it's advanced, but it's quite painful to where, you can really do a lot of healing through this shadow work. So you guys chose to come here to Earth for a reason, to do this work, to trigger each other here, to hurt each other here, to heal it here. That's what you guys did. So anyways, there could also be somebody's house. Somebody's driving by somebody's house. Somebody is seeing other people's family, looking family up on social media, trying to get information, trying to go back and visit childhood homes, something. Yeah, but there's all kinds of energy here that seems to connect the two of you right now. But the most significant energy that I'm getting is that you guys are connected beyond this world. So now we're going to close up this reading. What is the closing wisdom and advice from Spirit for this connection? We're going to go into the Tao Oracle, and we're going to combine it with the Osho Zen Tarot. What is closing wisdom? Closing wisdom and advice from Spirit about this connection. Lots of cat hair today. Okay. We're just going to get 3 topics and then we'll clarify. We have influence, courtship, mutual attraction, genuine affection, natural magnetism, stimulation, and connecting. Okay. Waiting. It says perseverance, taking care of essentials, restraint, leave well enough alone, moderation, and right timing. And work on what has been spoiled. Healing, correct past mistakes, make repairs, clean up corruption, restore balance, you guys. Responsible action. Wow, we did see that your person is definitely in that energy of needing to balance, restore balance within themselves. It says clean up corruption. So any kind of corrupt behavior from the past, anything that when we were not acting within integrity, the Emperor's energy, taking responsibility for actions. This is all coming through. So Spirit, I feel, is already telling us here that when it comes to this connection, okay, the influences of other situations, other people, whatever was around both of you did influence this connection. But it was supposed to, because we're supposed to learn from other people. We don't necessarily learn about ourselves unless we are really dealing with other people. It doesn't mean that we can't learn on our own, but the only way that you're going to make mistakes and experience life is by interacting with other people. It's just a fact. So I feel like Spirit wants you to understand and know that certain people or certain things had to happen to influence the situation in order for the two of you to learn something here. So now we have perseverance, taking care of yourself because of this, restraining yourself. You may have wanted to come towards this person. You may have wanted to reach out. You may have wanted something to happen maybe sooner than it has. Maybe you feel like you've just been waiting forever. Well, you shouldn't be waiting around for this person at all. You should be moving forward with your life, right? But there is something about divine timing and the right timing. And in this period of, I don't want to say the word really waiting, but while you're just working on yourself and taking care of you, healing is happening. People are correcting past behaviors, things that they spoiled once before, things that they sacrificed before. People want to make repairs now. They want to clean up their act. They want to restore balance in this connection. So let's get some clarifiers for influence. Okay, so this is the Ace of Cups, going with the flow. The Ace of Cups to me is a card of loving thyself, healing thyself. It really is an energy of restoring your own cup first. So the only way that we can really restore or work on our own cup is by sharing it with others. And sometimes we share that cup and it's flawed from the very beginning. It's empty. We have nothing to give. So we deplete ourselves by giving too much. Or it could be that we selfishly enter into relationships when we know that we're not ready to do so, or we know that we're coming from a place where it's not of, true integrity and true fulfillment. And that is because we lack that within ourselves. And so how can we really truly give to another when we can't really truly give to ourselves? So this, of course, will influence the connections that we make with other people. I feel like people have made mistakes because their own cup was not full. Their own cup had not been worked upon, including yours. So what happens is that we get to a point in our lives where we've made either a lot of mistakes or we've experienced a lot of pain, Three of Swords. And so we let go and we go with the flow. And we realize that there is a higher power, and it's about connecting to this higher power for this wisdom and connecting to this higher power for the answers. Because at the end of the day, we're only human, but we always have that connection to source, that connection to our higher selves that gives us the wisdom and the strength to do things differently, to do things more successfully, to act with more integrity towards, mankind. So we all have this within us. We all have the ability to tap into our higher power, to let our higher power steer the ship rather than our ego steer the ship, which is just full of fear and hate and judgment and all these things. So people could have been operating in that energy. But it's almost like we had to lose something in order to gain something. So people are just kind of floating right now. They're floating and they're going with the flow of the universe. Wherever the universe is taking them, they're willing to go on that journey. This will, of course, influence this connection. Wherever this flow, wherever we land next, we will learn something about ourselves, which will help with this connection. So let's get another card. Yeah, help us to become aware. Look at that. Helps us to become aware. So this is the Chariot's energy in tarot. So this is telling us here that we become aware of ourselves through our journey, through going with this flow, realizing that there's a higher power that is steering the ship, or we are allowing a higher power, like we're allowing a higher power to steer the ship, that there's so much more than just this 3D reality. And when we're operating from that level, we just see things in a whole new light. So how we experience this life is so much different when we see things through spiritual eyes. So this influences our connections moving forward when we're in this different set of, like we're in this different frame of mind. So I feel like because of this connection, because of the pain that both of you guys have experienced, you guys are now changed for the better. You guys are more aware of yourselves. And that's a beautiful thing. And this influences you throughout the rest of your life. Yep, look at that. Because I kept saying you guys are connected to source. Ace of Wands. You always have these tools at your disposal. Aces, not in this particular deck, it doesn't show this, but in traditional Rider-Waite tarot, these hands come from the sky. These are gifts from the universe. Aces are gifts from the universe. So you're being gifted this wand and you're being gifted this cup. By going within, turning inward and connecting with source, which is technically yourself. When you're in this energy, it influences your entire life. It steers the direction moving forward. Now you're so much more aware of how you're influencing people, how your actions influence people. So this kind of coincides with this card, which says cleaning up corruption, correcting past behaviors and mistakes, wanting to make repair, being responsible for our actions. I feel like before somebody was not being responsible for their actions. They were not aware of how they were influencing someone else. They were not aware of how their cup being half full or just not full at all, what they were offering to people and how they were hurting people. So I feel like there's some sort of a lesson here with pain and going through something. Now someone is much more aware of who they are because of the pain that they've caused other people. And they're wanting to clear this up now. So this will, of course, influence not only your connection, but it'll influence the both of you for the rest of your lives because you've learned something about being a better person. So now we have this energy of waiting, persevering. I love this. Oh my God. This is beautiful energy here. That right there, I believe, is the magician's energy. We are the masters of our own universe. I love this. Maybe it's not the magician. I think that might just be an extra oracle card. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to go ahead and take that as a message, master of our own universe, which to me is very much a magician. But if it was the magician, I would probably say number one. But I don't care. You're the master of your own universe. This is beautiful. This means that we create our reality. But we create our own reality when we become more aware and we realize that we're the masters of our own universe, that we create with our thoughts and where we're at and what we believe. That becomes reality for us. So if we're much more aware of what we're creating and we're taking responsibility and we're actually being careful with who we are interacting with. So this means that moving forward, people are not going to start things that they know that they're not ready for. They're not going to make moves or do things until they feel like they can follow through. So if someone is not coming towards you or something isn't happening yet, Spirit is telling you to have faith that the timing is not right and that it wouldn't go good anyways. So try not to force anything. Don't wait around for it either. But if something isn't happening, it's because it's not the right timing. Have faith in that. Let people get to a point where they have mastered their own energies or their healing or their emotions. This is about waiting for better timing. Yep. Being in a state of silence. Look at this here. So being in a state of silence, this is the star's energy. Okay. Even though there's a moon here, this is the star 17. So this right here is about having faith, letting Spirit be your guide. When the stars are meant to align, wishes will be fulfilled. So don't wait around wishing on a star. Get moving with your life. And as you do that, you and your person may perhaps meet on a different path later on. Okay? Whatever's meant to be is going to just be. And we have receptivity. This is beautiful. This is the Queen of Cups, you guys. So remain in that beautiful state of love. Another water energy. So if you see yourself as the Queen of Cups, remember, you have a lot of love in your heart for this person. You have a lot of unconditional love. You're loving them without condition. They feel this energy. Look at this beautiful lotus. This feminine energy that is just, her heart is just open. She's receptive. She's ready to receive, but she's also very giving without condition. So that is the energy that Spirit is telling you to reside in. You're not letting life pass you by. You're not participating in life. You're not putting your life on hold. You are still receptive to whatever you are supposed to experience on this journey of life. Your entire existence is not about this person. You have your own identity and mission and life to live in the meantime. So you are definitely moving forward with that, but you are still receptive to whatever this connection has to teach you. And you're still remaining in that unconditional love space in your heart for this person and this connection. Why are you doing that? Because it's very healing for you, and it's also very healing for them. And it's a contract that you signed up for in this life. So continue to be in that energy, or you're literally working against yourself. So now we have work on what has been spoiled. So what has been spoiled? Somebody spoiled this connection. Somebody sabotaged this connection. Somebody tried to kill this connection. Somebody sacrificed this connection. Okay? Not trying to put blame on your person, but I definitely got the energy that it was them. Yes, you could have done something in order to sabotage it because you felt like this person was acting in a certain way that you couldn't handle anymore. So take it as it resonates. But something has been spoiled here. So now we have the Knight of Pentacles, slowing down. Knight of Pentacles is a very hardworking, very methodical, very slow approach to change. Somebody is really wanting to work on changing themselves. Do know that. I do feel like this is Spirit's way of telling you that your person is trying to slow down in life, and they are trying to work on themselves and everything that they have spoiled, not only with you, but also within other people, what they have spoiled for themselves. They do want to correct behaviors. They do want to change. They do want to better themselves as a person. But see, right now they're just experiencing life. The only way that they can change, you guys, is by experiencing life, by taking time to smell the roses, maybe even spend time in nature is what I'm getting to. That's the Three of Wands energy. It's like something is on the horizon. They know that there's something out there, but they've got to find their way. They've got to find they're on their journey, and they're just experiencing the journey right now. They haven't quite made it to their destination, but they are on their way. And we have they're just living moment to moment, you guys. This right here is the Two of Pentacles. They're just kind of like, they could take things or leave things. They're not really settled on anything right now. They're not settled on a decision. They're not settled on a certain way of being. They just are experiencing moment to moment. That is where your person is at. So just know that they haven't made any final decisions, that they aren't completely parked in where they want to stay. This is a very much a moving, continually progressive energy. So your person is not done. Your person is still experiencing change, and you are too. So just continue to be in a receptive state to where they're at, and the possibility that things, of course, could shift and change in favor of this connection. But we're not putting all of our eggs or our hopes and dreams into that basket. We are just also meant to experience this journey and live moment to moment and be receptive to whatever we're supposed to experience, and to have faith that there is some sort of a good reason why all of this is happening. So connect more with Source, connect more with yourself, and the path becomes evidently clear moving forward of where you're supposed to be headed and what you're supposed to be doing. All right, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in a couple of days. Take care. Bye-bye.